welcome to this week's Arts Lab. Today we're looking at Kandinsky, and he is an artist, an abstract artist, but let me tell you a little bit more about him. Here we go. Kandinsky was born in December 1866 in Moscow, Russia. As a child he loved music and learned to play the piano and the cello. After Kandinsky left school he became a teacher. And when he was 30 years old, he left and started to study art. So quite late on in his life for an artist. Kandinsky's artwork is called abstract. I love abstract art, that's what I really love. So this is why I love his work so much. His paintings are made up of lots of shapes. We will all see something different when we look at them. That's right, so abstract art can be whatever you want. I think with Kandinsky, his colours, there's something, colour and shape are really important to him, and the way they're put together. Kandinsky used music, just like Matisse, to help him with his work. His favourite was jazz music, just like Matisse. He listened to music to help him decide what colours and shapes he wanted to use. Kandinsky said, "I see colour when I hear music." So I'm just going to show you a little bit of some of his works, and you'll see how shape and colour are really important. This is one of Kandinsky's most famous pieces of art. Squares within concentric circles. To me, initially, I just thought it looked like lots of squares, lots of circles on a page, but actually it was them within the square that he liked. I want to ask you, when you look at this painting, what do you think Kandinsky was feeling when he painted it? Also, what kind of colours does he use? He's always using really bold colours, your reds, your yellows, your primary colours. He likes his work to be really eye-catching, quite fun. And how do you think this painting's been made? It might look like he just put it on the paper, but I think he was actually quite regimented with the way he painted. Let's keep going. So this is the art we're really going to recreate today. We might not take every bit of it, we might change the colours, but I thought it was quite a nice base. And this was a piece of artwork that I replicated of his. We'll show you actually afterwards. Yeah, because sometimes with artwork, sometimes it's really nice to copy it. But we're also going to have more open-ended activity, which we'll show you in a bit too. So let's get cracking. So first I just copied everything down by pencil. What I think is really interesting about Kandinsky is some parts are really obviously using rulers and very straight lines, and other parts are kind of all just wavy, and it's obviously freehand. So I think it's quite a nice mixture of different approaches to how we draw. But now I'm just going to get colouring in. So I decided to use watercolour because the great thing about watercolour is you can cover a lot of area really quickly, and also I think Kandinsky really did use watercolour for this one, but you can use whatever you like. But as you'll see from here, it's all about his bright primary colours. That's what Kandinsky liked. But I'm not going to finish the look at this one quite yet. I'm going to show you a different approach to Kandinsky's work, a more open-ended, messier version of Kandinsky's work. So for reception, which is where I teach, for the great Hotspur painting fortnight, we had the artist Kandinsky. So we couldn't get our children to sit down and do a detailed painting, but what we did is we had great fun with big art, messy art, and we use shapes and we use lots of paint. So what we're going to do, I've cut out bits of shapes and I've put them, have a little think about how you want them to be on your paper. Then we got paint, we get it a bit wet, and then you just go, sorry parents, give it a splat, okay? So you get it wet and splat. And you just keep going like that until your whole page is covered. You need a bit more. So this one you will need paint for, splatting away like this. So you might want to do this outside using newspaper. And then once, hopefully, when you lift up your shapes, there'll be just a blank covering of where they are. So have fun, get messy. We'll see you soon. So there is the two approaches to Kandinsky. We've got here, so you can just, as we say, just copy some of his work and enjoy looking at his work and recreating it yourself. Or we've got our quite even more abstract than his work, splashy paint effect, which, and you can go to town on here. Now here is a little bit like our first version here. Here's one I made earlier, and that was just me looking at some of his work and enjoying recreating what he did. But I hope you enjoy it.